Right, today's video is not the video that I'd planned to produce. I've been having some problems with my computer. Basically what's happened is it has a 1.5 terabyte hard drive, which I always thought would be more than enough storage. But over this last year or so, I've been shooting more and more in 4K video. And I'm actually using that 1.5 terabytes up about every 2 months. And it's costing me a fortune because I have to keep buying external hard drives to transfer all my saved footage over onto to keep for future use. Now, I took my eye off the ball last month. It was a particularly busy month, and when I actually came to produce today's video, my computer refused to comply because storage was full. So basically the entire day was wasted obtaining a new 1.5 terabyte external hard drive, and then it took hours and hours for the computer to transfer all the selected footage over onto that hard drive. So the day basically was a bust. Now come today, Wednesday morning, didn't have a video prepared because of the problems I had yesterday. Friday's video was already well in hand. I've done a couple of days here and there filming and editing on it, so I know there's no problem with that. So I thought today I would address one or two maybe problems, but certainly just address a few comments that have been shot my way over the last few weeks, particularly pertaining to one subject. Now personally, I think these comments or questions are a little bit cheeky. I would certainly never dream of leaving a comment on someone's video asking these kind of questions, but people are constantly asking me, do I pay for the products that I review on this channel, or am I given them? I also frequently get asked whether the companies or manufacturers that make the products pay me to make the reviews. Now first of all, let me just explain what my aim was when I first started out with this channel. I've been riding bikes since I was a teenager, like a lot of people that watch my videos. And during the decades between then and now, I've purchased a lot of bike related products. And bike related products have always been very expensive. And I'm sure a lot of people out there can relate to this. Very often you would take a leap of faith and then bitterly regret it afterwards, with products that didn't meet up to your expectations of quality compared to the amount of money that you'd paid, or they simply didn't do the job that they were promised to do. These are bitter experiences that we've all had. And then along came the internet and eventually YouTube in about 2007. And this became a game changer because it made it difficult for the less scrupulous manufacturers and suppliers to sell us a lot of rubbish, basically, at high prices. My aim was to get my hands on these products, put them through the paces, and then showcase them to people like me to give them a well-informed and rounded review to help them make a more accurate choice when it came to buying these products. It doesn't cost the viewer anything. All you have to do is click on the icon and the video plays through to you free of charge. There is absolutely no obligation on your part. Now, it doesn't take a genius to work out that buying between 4 and 8 products every month for the purposes of making a video review would soon bankrupt your average guy. And that's all I am. I'm an average guy. I'm not a professional filmmaker. I'm not a professional mechanic, and I don't profess to be. Now initially I did buy all the products for the first few months that I was running this channel, but I didn't take the cheap and easy route. It's very easy to stand in your own garage or in your own office and show people products and not really put much effort into the production. Don't get me wrong, I'm not criticising that, but it's a very cheap and easy way of doing it. But the way I saw it is that today's viewer is far more sophisticated than a viewer would have been 10 years ago. And you have certain expectations. So I've always tried to go that extra mile to get out and about with the bike, get out and about with those products, visit what I consider to be interesting locations, put the effort into some vehicle to vehicle footage, and just make each one of my videos as an enjoyable experience as I possibly can. Okay, I do occasionally just do it in the garage or in my office, but by and large I strive to put that effort in. And it's not easy. and it costs money. Manufacturers and suppliers recognise that, and I'm pleased to say that for the most part I am offered these accessories, clothing, parts, whatever, free of charge. Sometimes I have to purchase them at a lower rate, I'm given a discount. Sometimes I have to buy them at the full retail price. It all depends what that product is and how valuable the subject of that product is to you, the viewer. I get requests for products all the time, and I do try my best to get hold of them. And this takes a lot of time, effort, research and negotiation with the respective manufacturer or supplier. Now, I often get criticised because my reviews are positive reviews. I don't do negative reviews. And there are a couple of reasons for that. One is that I want this channel to be a positive experience for the people that watch it. I want to show products that are worthwhile, products that are worth your hard-earned cash. Not provide a little bit of sensationalism by ripping a product to pieces. And believe me, I could do that. I have literally dozens of hours of footage for reviews that I've started and then realised that I couldn't really recommend the product, so I've stopped. And those products were returned to the manufacturer and the review never saw the light of day. The other reason, and this is common in any form of journalism, is if I provide negative reviews, a lot of the honest, worthwhile manufacturers out there would be reluctant to work with me on these projects, which would limit the scope of what I would be able to do. Now, as for whether I get paid to do these reviews, the answer is a categorical no. Some manufacturers do offer to pay for the reviews, but I always, and I mean always, refuse to accept any payment, because that means that for the purposes of making that video I become their employee and I'm governed by what they want, and that undermines and negates the value of my channel. That said, I do accept sponsorship from certain companies in the way of consumables and other assistance, because basically I have no choice. I only accept sponsorship with products that I genuinely believe in and would normally buy myself anyway, and I have to do it in order to survive here on YouTube. This channel costs hundreds of pounds a month to run, and that brings me onto another subject. Patreon, or Patreon, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Now, YouTube is a money-making organisation. It makes millions of dollars a month by placing adverts at the beginning of each video. That is videos that are monetized if you are eligible to monetize your videos. That's how YouTube survives. If it wasn't able to do that, it wouldn't be here. Now, in return, I receive a small amount of money for each video that's viewed. And I mean a small amount of money. And it certainly doesn't cover the running costs of this channel. The rest of it comes out of my pocket. Last month was the best month I've ever had on YouTube. The channel received just over 250,000 views. Now, I'm really pleased with that. To me, that is an excellent result. But in order to make a living from YouTube and to cover the running costs, I would have to attract many millions of views per month. And when I say make a living out of it, that would just be to exist at an average level. Now, a few months ago, it was suggested to me by several people that I've worked with on and off over the last year and a half that I should open up a Patreon account. Now, I'm still a little bit skeptical about this, but I thought it was maybe time to bring it to your attention while we're on the subject. I'll leave a link right at the bottom of the video description of every video that I now produce, and there's also a link on my homepage. And basically, Patreon allows people to make donations to me in order to assist with the running of the channel. Some people have signed up to it, and I'm really grateful to those people because every little helps. But I am a little bit skeptical about Patreon in general. I feel that it charges the donators too much money, and it also takes too big a cut itself before paying me. I simply set it up with the hope that it might assist with the running of the channel, and it does help. Now, I've always kept it low key, but once again, whilst we're on the subject of this whole money thing with the channel, I thought I would bring it to your attention. Now, I think that about wraps this video up. I'm sorry it's not the normal content that I present to you, but normal service will be resumed on Friday as usual. Once again, thanks for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful, and I hope it's perhaps cleared a few questions up in people's heads. In a moment, I'm going to show you a hastily put together preview of Friday's product. I hope you enjoy it. So until Friday, ride safely, and I'll see you soon.